The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all.
Black American versus African American. First of all, Black American doesn't even mean anything. Black people are black people because of the historical propaganda behind white versus black. White was supposed to be everything pure and clean and better, white supremacy, etc., so on and so forth. And black was supposed to be everything dirty and bad and historical propaganda. But you are not black. We turned black into black love, black excellence, black power, black liberation. We turned it into a term of endearment just like we did with the N-word. But you're not black. You're an African in America. The crazy part about it is a lot of you black Americans, a lot of you FBAs, ADOS, whatever the hell else you are, a lot of you look at being African the same way racist Europeans look at blackness. We view Africans as dirty, bad, oh, they all hate us, no matter how much facts disprove that. You know why there's such a big push for global division of black people, of melanated people, of African Americans? Is because that's what benefits the white supremacists the most. Confusion and division. My only question to y'all is, why the fuck do y'all keep supporting this shit? Do we not all know that white supremacist, that European reject, that cave dweller has sellouts of all colors, races, and nationalities? So if you know that, anything that helps that white supremacist go in the other fucking direction. Why do y'all treat this shit like it's a fucking calculus equation? At this point, just set the whole motherfucking world on fire, dog. Like, y'all on this damn social media shit have got to be some of the stupidest motherfuckers I done ever had the curse of ever interacting with in my motherfucking life. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. FBAs, whoever else, everything you doing puts a smile on the face of a fucking European Klan member. And to all the African Americans, to all the people that aren't with the FBA bullshit, why the fuck do you allow them to sit up here and do this dumbass, divisive ass bullshit? Press every European reject and all of his or her allies. Stop allowing this shit.
Not every black person is African American. Ooh, controversial, right? I've done my research. I choose to call myself a black American. One, well, I was born in America. My parents were born in America. My grandparents were born in America. That's all that I can trace back. Then it goes into Native American, European and things like that. So how are you an African American? You guys know that not all people that had brown skin or that was of African descent were slaves in America, right? Because then you would be saying that, you mean to tell me not one person from the whole continent of Africa came over to America when it's been documented that several did? And they were not slaves. They came over on their own free will, just like the Spanish did also. Did they not have boats and ships? Because history says that they did. So when people are like, oh, well, you're African American. No, I'm Black American. Once you get 3 generations out, you're no longer from that place. Your blood is now American blood. Why don't we call people that are from the UK, their ancestry maybe down the line, British Americans? Why are black people the only one that's called African Americans? It's kind of like it's still trying to keep us separate. I'm a black American. And actually, I don't even like saying that. I'm an American. Yes, I'm an American.
I want to address the black American, the African American talk that's going on. And most people are saying that they prefer to be black Americans and not wanting to be referred to as African Americans. But you have to understand that the difference between the how the black people get to America, how they got to America. You have to understand that blacks in America, the African Americans, didn't move to America intentionally. They were forced through slavery to a different location, a different part of the world. They weren't asked questions. This wasn't a voluntary kind of movement. You have to understand the difference between that. Taken out from your motherland, from where your ancestors lived, and being taken to a strange land. There's a difference, right? You don't want to lose that connection between where your ancestors came from. The white Americans, they didn't come through slavery. They came willingly. They all moved from all the European countries to America. And you trying to push yourself away from the African connection is trying to deny your historical foundation. It's trying to say, I don't belong here. I don't belong from Africa. You're trying to push yourself away. You're trying to deny your heritage. You can't deny your heritage. You have to have a spiritual connection to where your ancestors came from. You can't deny that African-ness of you, which is truth about your existence. You're an African in a different place. I understand that you're American citizens now because your ancestors, you've been given back to America. I understand that. That's a new destination for you now. But you're trying to push the Africanness off yourself. It's trying to deny your ancestors the pain and the sufferings that they all went through. Your ancestors, most of them, millions of them died trying to preserve you to give you the life that you have today. So you trying to deny the Africanness of yourself, it's bad. You're trying to take away the spiritual connection that you have being an African American. The Africanness of you is something that you should stand on to and hold on to and say, I am an African in America. And nobody's going to take away your Americanness away from you, because America, we all know, is a nobody's land. It originally belongs to the Indian. And nobody's going to tell you to go back to Africa, go back. Just like the whites came in willingly, you have the same right as them right now. You're American 100%, but you're trying to push yourself away from the Africanness of the spiritual connection that you have to Africa. I don't think it's a good thing to say. You could be Black American. Why are you trying to deny that Africanness of you? What's wrong with that? Being black in a different country doesn't stop the connection that you have with your African brothers and sisters. You all came from Africa. You know, that wasn't an intentional movement that you all decided, let's move to a different continent. Your ancestors came to America, chained, forcefully treated like animals. And you trying to deny that aspect of your heritage, it's a problem, man. I don't understand why you can't accept the fact that you're an African by origin, and now you're an American by citizenship. You know, so I don't understand why you can't accept the Africanness of you, which is a fact. Your ancestors didn't move to America by will. They were all forced into a different continent through slavery. And you can imagine what they went through in the process of coming to America. What they had chained on them, most of them died and perished. Millions of them were thrown into the ocean because they were deemed as weak, sick. And you trying to be just black and trying to say, I don't want that other part of me, which is the Africanness of me. It's you denying the fact of your heritage. You trying to close the door and say, no, Africa no more. I'm now black. You can't be black without the African connection. You can't be black without being African. Every black man on this planet is African by heritage. You can't be Black American without being African American. You have to be African American first before you can be Black American. Because that's your heritage. Your ancestors came from Africa. They were taken from Africa by force to America. So you're trying to say you just want to be black. It's trying to deny that historical facts of how you guys got to where you are today. You got to use your brains, man. Africanness of you is still 100% there. You can't deny it, no matter how black you want to be. So when everybody sees you first before your Americanness, oh, is he African? Is he black? You know, there's always some assumption that you're an African first. Before anything. Oh, he's an African American. He's a Black American. Whatever it is. But you're trying to push yourself away from the Africanness of who you are. It's not the right thing to do. You're trying to deny your heritage. You're trying to, you want to be, that's a new thing right now. You just don't want to be hooked up to the. I understand that Africa's changing up right there, but you are trying to pull yourself away from the motherland, from the source of life, from where humans are. You should be proud of that side of yourself. Africa is blessed. And someday Africans are going to be in charge of the world. So you trying to deny yourself that the right to be African, it's bullshit. I'll tell you the truth. Peace out, guys.
You are an African first before any other thing, before Black American or whatsoever foundation. I don't know where you had these narratives. But one thing you need to understand as African Americans, we always remind you, you were taken from here. And those who claim that they were brown people and they were living there before they brought the slaves, about 4%, you need to wake up. You are all lying to yourselves, because not accepting who you are is the reason to which you are in the United States of America as Black people and you are not being respected, because you have thrown your identity away. You feel shy of who you are. Even the people you claim were there before Columbus and any other person, they were from Sub-Saharan Africa. The first ship that was designed or manufactured was from Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa. And these people traveled to America because Africans in general, we like to exploit. We are not what we are told to be. These people change the narrative in order for us to see ourselves to be inferior. And that is the reason to which they keep telling you Africans are poor, we are living on trees, we are living on where, and you believe that narrative. So for that matter, you have the notion that Africans are poor, so you don't want to associate yourselves with us. But you need to wake up from that reality. You need to wake up, because Africa is not a poor continent. We live better than you, the Black Americans who are even there, and you claim that you are not Africans and Africans are poor. But your phones and other things that you have are all taken from Africa. Until you start accepting yourselves for who you are, nobody will regard you. And that is the reason to which you are there, and you see that people don't respect you as Black Americans, because Africans, you don't want to be proud of who you are. We are buying into the narrative of these people about the way they think we are. And that is the reason to which Africans, we are finding it difficult to be accepted worldwide. People write stories concerning us, and we believe the stories that they've given to us, instead of us also digging to find out who we are. You need to start accepting yourselves for who you are. And until you do that, you will never be accepted anyway. How much you try to associate yourselves and become the white people or Americans as you claim, you can never be. And I think that these are brothers who are educating our brothers and sisters in the diaspora need to learn, because people are making sure they continue to put you, the African, under control. And we are buying into the narrative. And this is making work very easier for them, because they have to write everything concerning Africa. And the way you people believe that you are African descent and you are not descent, you are this. Like, sometimes when I hear these things, I get so sad, because we ourselves are allowing people in this modern world to continue to treat us the way they want. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall. And united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. So that's the latest around the world and in America.